Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be me sharing two pie recipes. I'm going to share a Mississippi mud pie and a banana pie. The Mississippi mud pie, which is the first recipe I'm showing you, is a little bit more advanced. It's got several steps. It's got the crust, the brownie layer, the pudding, and the whipped cream. And it is almost completely homemade, other than the crust because I bought Oreos. But I will have the recipe down below in the description box because I figured that would be easier than trying to go through all the measurements on here. also going to add that the pudding recipe that is included in this recipe is not the pudding recipe I used. I used my pudding recipe, and I added an extra tablespoon of cornstarch, and I used cream in place of some of the milk because I knew that would make it thicker. I didn't want to, because the recipe in this for the pudding says you have to strain the pudding. And I'm sorry, but if I'm using eggs to make pudding, if I have to strain the pudding afterwards, then there's something wrong with the recipe. If you were making anything with eggs and the eggs scramble, then you did something wrong. So I just decided to stick with my regular recipe that I know and I love, and I just changed it up a little bit. I will leave my pudding recipe down in the description box, as well as the changes I made. What I did was add 1 3/4 cup of milk, and then I added 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, I think. It may not have been that much. It may have been, no, 2/4 of a cup, so half a cup of heavy cream. That's how I changed it up. It was just easier to do it that way, and it came out thicker than normal, and it worked perfectly fine, and it tasted good. Okay, so on to my final step. This did have a recipe for whipped cream, so I did follow that. What I should have done, though, to make this work a little bit faster was chill my bowl. I was not thinking, and I didn't chill my bowl. If I would have done that, it would have worked out a lot faster than it did. And I think I overbeat my cream a little bit. Like, it was supposed to be soft peaks, and I got it to stiff peaks, and probably a little bit farther than that, as you will see here. Yeah, that's not even a peak. So yeah, I overbeat my cream, but it was okay. It still tasted good. This is the final product, and at the end of this video I will show myself unmolding it, and that way you can see what it looks like when it's out of the springform pan. Okay, so moving on to the banana pie recipe. This is really simple. It's just a pre-made pie crust if you want to do that. If you want to make your own, go right ahead. Milk, pudding, I got vanilla, bananas, and Cool Whip. And I like to mix my pudding mix in my stand mixer with the whisk attachment. My grandma started doing this years ago, and I just kind of followed through because it's easier to do it this way. Because you're still going to end up dirtying a bowl, but this way you don't dirty. That way you don't have to, it's not such a pain in the butt. And sometimes whisking it yourself can be a pain in the butt to get all the lumps out. I just followed the recipe on the back of the box for pie filling, and I think it's 1.5 cups. It may be 2 cups a month. I don't know how high I filled that. And after that's mixed, you start layering in the pie crust. It's just a tiny bit of pudding. Then you layer bananas. Then you do more pudding, more bananas, more pudding, and then you finally top that final layer of pudding with Cool Whip. I used about 2 bananas in this. And that got me all the way around. That filled the pie crust completely. If I could think of what I'm trying to say, that would help. But this one is really simple. Honestly, it's probably not even a recipe. This is just what my grandma does. And if you want to use banana pudding, go right ahead. We use vanilla because we put real banana in it. I've seen it done with real bananas and banana pudding, but I don't like the real banana flavor and the artificial banana flavor, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, just use vanilla pudding. It's just what we do. Okay, so here is the final look at the pie. Like I said, it is nothing fancy. It is just a whole bunch of store-bought stuff that you put together to make a banana pie. But my brother loves it, and everyone else does too. And this is the unmolding of Mississippi mud pie. I tried to cut a slice on camera and it would not cut. I guess my knife was just too dull. I probably should have used a real knife. It's kind of a butter knife, but yeah. But that's what it looks like. I just wanted you to see the layers. So that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you've not done so already, hit the red subscribe button down below. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.